Hello, how's it going? Welcome. Hello, I hope everyone's having a good Friday. Thank God we're end of the week at goddamn last. It has been a long week. I'm gonna quickly turn that music off for a second because it's got lyrics and I don't want it to be singing over me. I hope everyone's having a good time though. Uh, what do people think of the Pokemon Presents? I'm a little bit excited. The starters have grown on me a bit more. I wasn't sold on them at first, but I do think they're pretty good. I do think they're pretty good. I'm a dedicated grass type user for the starters. On my first playthrough, I will always use them first. I've already forgot his name. It's gonna be a while before I actually remember what he's called. Um, I'm trying to look it up on Cerebi just now. Hey, how's it going, Rob? How you doing? It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. We're about to check out. I'm gonna probably play Fire Red now that it's ported back onto the Switch. I was just. Have you seen the Pokemon Presents today? They revealed the new starters for the next gen. It looks like a really good game. I just try to remember what the new starter's called. Broat. He literally looks like an angry bird. But I would recommend checking that out already if you haven't. I know it doesn't look like a Pokemon game. It's so like high definition. It's insane. 2027 is a long wait. I thought it was gonna be this year. I thought they were gonna do what they did with Sun and Moon and be like, new game, it's coming this year for the anniversary. But nope, they're making us wait. But we got Pokopia next week, and I might get that and stream it. We've got Champions in April, which is free. And that'll be fun. And then yeah, there's probably gonna be something between then. I think they're gonna probably do a few more re-releases. So I guess about the release. Yeah, honestly, so that's what we're gonna be doing. Let me hop over to there. I've just realized my game capture might not be capturing the audio. Yeah, actually, no, it should. Yeah, it is. Perfect. So, I've been playing a little bit Let's Go. I've been trying to shiny hunt in it. So yeah, we're gonna do some Fire Red. Let's boot it up because I mean, I have both these games physically anyway. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down for you guys a bit because it's probably quite loud, isn't it? Um. Oh, it's really loud. Jesus. Just head down a bit more. I mean, it wasn't too long. I recently played through these anyway. So I did actually have Fire Red first as a kid, but I am a big Bulbasaur fan. I would rather play Leaf Green. I would rather play Leaf Green just because Bulbasaur and Venusaur. But there's a few version exclusives that I want to get that are in Fire Red, such as Scyther. So I'm interested to see how well this is going to play through. In the world which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. New paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges and solving mysteries. At times, you'll be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave and keep pushing on. Though your adventure, we hope that through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. That is our biggest objective. Press A to let your adventure begin. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little bit about yourself. Oh, tell me, are you a boy or a girl? The hater's gonna hate. Let's speak of your name. What is it? So I actually can't feel my username in. Okay. Okay, that's that. What's select? Okay, X and Y are the select. I can't fit Joanna Hexen, so it's just gonna be Joanna this time. I can't change it up until What is it? I think it's the 3DS when I can first start fitting longer names in. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were both babies. What was his naming now? We always name our rival Blue. I should know that's cool. It was, I commissioned someone to do it. They basically designed it. It's like a live 2D. It's not 3D. It's like a 2D image that's live moving and hooked up to my webcam. It's pretty expensive. They're in my description below. I have all the people who have like made assets and emotes for the channel. It was done by Zoe Squid. Probably get that VTuber up. But VTubing, it is a pretty penny. It was about 350 quid for the model. But it was custom made, so... Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. A Pokemon fact? Is there anything particular you want? In fact, I can give you one right now. So, in Gen 1, like the original games, there was only... You could only play as the boy, Red. It wasn't until Gen 2, specifically the third version, Crystal, where you could actually play as a girl, playing as Chris. However, in Gen 1... also, Kiwi, you should be able to play one of these games if you want, because you're on my Nintendo family plan. There's... Play new games. This TV reads a message. Now, if you're a boy, it references the railroad tracks. I can't think of what the film's called, but if you're playing the girl character, it references the Wizard of Oz. There's a movie on TV. A girl with her hair in pigtails is walking up a brick road. I better go too. Which is a symbolism to obviously start your adventure. I can't think of what the railroad, what it's called. It's about 4 boys on a railroad. What is it? It's Stand By Me. Yeah, so if you play a boy, it references Stand By Me. Yes. Whereas this references Wizard of Oz. So, right. All girls dream of traveling. It said so on TV. Oh yes, Professor Oak's next door was looking for you. We are going to turn up our text speed. Hey Louie, how you doing? I'm going to do this on set. I'm not going to do shift because we're a Pokemon veteran. We should be able to do it. I also... Or Virad, we'll do a red border, but I want to have a look through them. Yeah. Nice. Triffy. Oh, it's Channel Point. Oh, sorry, Payfire. She hasn't got the Switch 2. Pokemon Winds and Waves and Pokopia are going to be Switch 2 exclusives. We're running this on the Switch 2. I will help you get a Switch 2. If you sell your Switch, I will sell my original Switch and my Switch Lite. And we'll put some money towards you getting a Switch 2. So we're going to try to speak to everyone up. Hey Rasheen, how you doing? Technology is incredible. You can store and recall items and Pokemon as data via PC. This guy is in every game. The technology is amazing. He's literally in every game at the beginning. Is that right? Oh, look. Trainer tips. Pressing start will open the menu. Okay, I'm going to have to get used to the controls on controller because I'm really used to holding my Game Boy and playing this. Professor Oak may not look like much, but he's the authority of Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. Thank you for the lurk, my love. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's... Oh, okay, they say the exact same thing. Hey, Laura, you're technically now officially first. Legally. Get fucked, nerds. What is it? Only Joanna. Gramps isn't around. Thank you for your daily sacrifices. 31 sacrifices. Thank you, Lou. Hello. Hey, wait. Don't go up. I don't know why it played twice, but you got 2 for 1 there. Start digging in your butt, twin. I know. Here, come with me. That is so loud. Hell yeah, 2 for 1. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Blue, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. He told him to what? His own grandson? Here, Joanna. There are 3 Pokemon here. Ha. These Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. Now, in my old age, I've only these 3 left. You can have them. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, Blue. You can have one too. I'm not even gonna have to look. It's so obvious. You want grass-type Pokemon Bulbasaur? Of course I do. Of course. Alright, Bulbasaur nickname. So normally... Thank you for the gift sub, Laura. Thank you. Thank you, twin. Bulbalord. Normally I name my... Oh, does it give you a Pikachu badge? Normally I name my Bulbasaur's Brute Route after the first anime film. But I obviously have one, and this is going to be able to go to home as well. So, I want something that sounds similar to that. Let me have a look. And I will be doing a Venusaur. See, Aloe Vera would have been nice if it was a female Bulbasaur. Okay. I can't like that. Oh shit! Oh shit! You got a Pikachu badge. This is something from Skyrim, so we'll... God damn it. We're gonna call it Nettlebane. Nettlebane the Bulbasaur. Happy Pokemon Day. Thank God. I live for this day. I was actually fucking upset that I had to go to work. I was like, on Pokemon Day? You making me work on Pokemon Day? Nernroot? No, no, no. Nernroot would have been good, actually. Maybe I'll nickname my next Bulbasaur Nernroot, because I do want to play through these again on handheld. And I'm tempted to, on my Leaf Green copy, do an uninvolved run and like do Pokemon that haven't evolved. Come on, I'll take you on. Sorry, I have to sip on my Pepsi. Bam, bam, bam. Ugh. Charmander. And for Pete's sake, so pushy as always. Joanna, you've never had a Pokemon battle before, have you? A Pokemon is when trainers pit their Pokemon against each other. A training that makes the other trainer's Pokemon faint by lowering their HP to 0 wins. Rather than talking about it, you'll learn much more from the experience. Try battling and see for yourself. Inflicting damage on the foe is the key to any battle. It's kind of impossible to lose this fight. Okay, bad news. Our Bulbasaur does have a HP lowering IV. Because by default, it's like 20. So, I can actually find out what our stuff does as well. Because we are going to want some pretty good Pokemon for this. Do. Nonary is actually a really good name. Excellent. If you win, you learn prize money. If your Pokemon will grow. Battle other trainers and make your Pokemon strong. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon battle to toughen it up. Joanna Gramps, smell you later. Alright, let's have a look at our lovely little Nettlebane. Impish nature. Okay, so that's oh, yeah, Bulbasaur. We want Bulbasaur. We are level 6. It has an impish nature. Alright. So our HP is 21. Attack is 11. Defense 13. 11. 12 and 11. Calculate. So Yeah, our HPIV is awful. It's potentially from 0 to 9. Our defense seems to be the best. It's possible we've got a... It doesn't actually... We don't have any, like, title things to help us out here either. So our defense is kind of our best. And our special attack is lowered, which is actually really detrimental for grass types. Because in this gen, the special physical special split didn't exist. Shows our ID number's actually pretty interesting. 64414. Yeah, sorry. So grass type moves are all special and poison is physical. So having our special attack lowered isn't great. I could have really, like, soft resetted and checked stats, but that's fine. Okay, we can't do that yet. So, Route 1, where it all begins. On Route 1, we have the exciting choices of encounters of Pidgey and Rattata. That is all you're going to find here. In the remakes, they did add Oddish or Bellsprout, depending on the version of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee you were playing. Which I think was a good idea, and really... Oh, God. Jeez. Was a really good idea, and really fun. But, you know... Compared to now, when you enter a route... you get so many more encounters on, like, a first route. I mean, Sword and Shield is a prime example. Also, this guy gives you a potion. Route 1 of Sword and Shield, you had Caterpie, Blipbug, Hoot Hoot, Nickit, Wooloo, Rookidee, I think St. Celts as well. You had so many different counters, whereas, like, back here, yeah. Personally, I really think remakes, rather than just, like, keeping the same encounters, should have added, like, existing, like, new Pokemon to these routes. Not necessarily, like, loads, but it would have been cool to maybe find some, like, other gen Pokemon here. Like, we know Houndour and Houndoom are technically Kanto Pokemon, even though they're Gen 2. We're getting our ass handed to us a little bit here. Oh, shit. Ooh! That, minus HP stat is not helping. They're kind of like quite important for the Bulbasaur line, because it's a little bit of a staller in this game. Yeah, it'd be nice to see some more Pokemon on this route, and just generally, like in general, like a lot of like they do this weird thing where you can't get Crobat until post game. You can catch Zubat, evolve it to Golbat. And Golbat will then try to evolve into... I don't know why I used my healing item. Oh, well. It will try to evolve into Crobat, but it won't until post-game. But it'll do it every level. It's such an interesting and odd design philosophy. But that's what they chose to do. And they did it again. Like, the Kanto games are so faithful to Kanto itself that you can't get other Pokemon until afterwards. Or not all, like in Let's Go's case. I mean, at very least in Let's Go, you could get the Alolan forms, but you couldn't technically catch them, so you could only get them with you as the original trainer if you transfer from Pokemon Go. Oh, and then Melton and Meltle were in it, but again, it was a weird Pokemon Pokemon Go crossover. Ooh, I'm trying to memorize all my notes. Okay, be sure to read what's on the blackboard carefully. Pokemon statuses during battles. We know all these, we don't need to go through those. So another little fact, I'm going to give a lot of facts out here. This is a censorship in the Western releases of this game. So this man here, he's laying on the floor. Oh wait, no, they've changed it again. I've seen people from going through here. Oh no. Oh, Grab's so mean. I'm sorry, he hasn't had his coffee yet. This is a censorship, because in the Japanese copy, he's actually drunk. Which is why he's not letting you pass. He's, like, blackout drunk. It's a fun little quirk of censorship. Also interesting, in Pokemon now you don't find like things like the casino or the game corner. That's because there was a whole thing to do with Western audiences with passing like gambling mechanics within games. So they couldn't do that. The reason they're allowed to release this though under the same age rating is because there's a whole law about if you just port a game, you can just without like changing it, you can just re-release it with the same age rate it had back then, which is why this game specifically, and also with the Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal on the 3DS, all released in different language versions. Rather than just being able to buy one version and change the language, they had to sell the language versions because that's how they were originally released. It's a fun little legal loophole because the age rating I think would have to be 12 for these games if they were released today because of the casino. I actually want to get through this quite quick. On the off chance, I've never found a shiny in Fire Red Leaf Green, so I don't want to risk that happening because I feel like I'm due one. As it was only last year that I found 3 between my Ruby and Sapphire copies that I was playing through at the time to complete the Pokedex. So, oh my, how is my Pokemon? Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What's that? You have something for me? Ah, it's the custom Pokeball. I had it in order, thank you. He says custom Pokeball, but then we get just normal Pokeballs, so either he's lying here, or he talks about this really cool Pokeball he's ordered, potentially from Johto, since it's custom, and then just gives us like some cheap-ass shit. Gramps. I almost forgot. What did you call me for? Oh, right, I have a request for you two. On the desk is my invention, the Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Joe and Blue, take these with you. You can't get detailed data on your Pokemon just by seeing them. You must catch them to obtain complete data. So here are some tools for catching wild Pokemon. When a wild Pokemon appears, it's fair game. Just throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it. This won't always work, however. A healthy Pokemon can escape. You'll have to be lucky. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world, that was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't get the job done. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps. Leave it all to me. I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one. Don't bother coming around to my place after this. I actually am a big fan of this Pokedex. It does this weird thing where you can view it in numerical list, which is like so. And it only goes up to the furthest Pokemon, but it also has habitats. So we can see, like, we know Bulbasaur is a grassland habitat Pokemon, which is interesting. Forest Pokemon, which is actually interesting because Pidgey appears in grassland, not forest, and Bulbasaur appears in the forest. Mountain Pokemon, Charmander. Yeah, and there's these all different types of search modes, which I find interesting and fun. We have Water's Edge, Sea, Cave, Mountain, Rough Terrain, Urban, and Rare. It's like just a little nice bunch of like pixel art in this that I really adore. I think Fire Red and Leaf Green are definitely the best way to experience Kanto. I think Let's Go is the most beautiful looking. I think the style is personally my favorite of any Pokemon game. But I think if you want the most definitive way to play Kanto, it is Fire Red and Leaf Green. Oh, that's my potions. We're going to throw a Pokeball. Now, I remember as a kid once using a Rattata, and I don't, like... I wouldn't be opposed to using a Rattata, but it just feels like kind of a waste of a slot, because it can't do much. And it's not even... I don't even think it has pickup. Its fangs are long and very sharp. They grow continuously, so it gnaws on hard things to whittle them down. We're not going to be nicknaming a Rattata. You are going to the box. But let's have a look at you. Yeah, because I think you have Guts. Oh, no, you have Runaway. It can have Guts or Runaway. Runaway is, yeah, helpful for escaping, but Guts actually boosts its attack with a status affliction. Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to fight these because I want the XP. Bum, 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 bum. Level 8. Now, back in the day, Bulbasaur was a lot better than what it is now. Not that Bulbasaur was not bad, but Bulbasaur's a fantastic Pokemon, especially in Kanto. But there was a bug to do with the Leech Seed in Generation 1, where I'm going to go heal, then I'll come back to catch Pidgey. Where if a Pokemon had Toxic, it would increase the amount you healed from that Pokemon as well. Because Toxic is... like poison 2.0, it's badly poisoned, and each turn the Pokemon takes more poison damage rather than like a set. I think it like instead of like 1/16 or 1/8 or whatever poison damage does, it does increasingly more each time. But that ended up pairing up with Leech Seed, so you could just Toxic and Leech Seed a Pokemon and you would drain through them. They charge my money, so don't be shy about healing Pokemon. Pokemon Centers here, you're tired, hurt, or faint Pokemon. When I call Pokemon, blah blah blah. I do wish they let us have wireless connection. Not wireless connection, but internet connection to our friends. And we could make like a group. But unfortunately, it is only local. So I am going to trade with myself. I'm going to have to do that on like an alternate cartridge. Those Pokeballs at your waist, you have Pokemon... Oh wait, no, I already spoke to this guy. Let's go catch Pidgey, the one other encounter. Bum, 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 bum. Now, I did post on Blue Sky the team I plan on using. I have like a rough idea of who I want to use. Because I want to try and use Pokemon I haven't. Like, aside from Bulbasaur and one other Pokemon, I want to use Pokemon that I have not used through Kanto before. And have been meaning to. However, our first companion isn't going to be for a little while. Not that we need to worry. Bulbasaur easily carries us until that point, and could arguably carry us even further by itself. But yeah, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Does not like to fight. It hides in tall grass and so on, foraging for food such as small bugs. Bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum bum ba bum ba bum. Da da dun da 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 dun dun. Route 22. There have been a lot of changes in Pokemon on this route between the different versions. And I'm actually going to have to try and remember what's on here. I believe, obviously, you have Rattata, we have Spearow, and I think we either have the Nidoros or we have Mankey. I cannot remember. I know Mankey's in yellow. It might not be on here. But I have like this weird deja vu of catching Mankey on this route. I'm pretty sure it's Mankey. It might not be the Nidos. I'm going to have to double check on Cerebi. Yes, it is. It's Mankey and Spearow we can get on this route. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, the Nidos are available in Let's Go. So this route has changed multiple times. So, in Pokemon Red and Blue, you can catch Rattata, Nidoran, Spearow, and then Nidoran female. And the Nidoran male and female have a higher and lower chance depending on the version. But then they changed it again in yellow, and they just added Mankey to this route. They also made Rattata a bit rarer, and the Nido's more common, probably to help with the first gym. And then, obviously, in Gen 2, completely changed because, you know, completely new game. We had Spearow, Rattata, Doduo, Ponyta, and Fearow, which you could catch a Fearow at level 7. Interesting. You could only catch Rattata and Ponyta at night. Then, again, in this generation, as I just said, Rattata, Mankey, and Spearow are the only Pokemon on this route. And then in Generation 4, it was the same as what it was in Gold and Silver. That was actually quite consistent. But then in Let's Go, they got rid of Mankey on this route. And they went back to Rattata, Spearow, and then the Nidos are both the exact same, no matter what version we're playing. So it's definitely been through a fair few changes on this route. Alright, that's, I'm gonna hit you with a tackle. Hopefully that doesn't kill. Okay. I might do a Leech Seed just to get you into the yellow. Alright, so another Pokeball. Oh, I need to go buy some actually, because we're pretty low. We're definitely going to want to buy some more. I've also, I've been using my Pokewalker again, where I've been playing through Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So I've been taking it to work for me. I did about 15k steps today. And being able to catch, like, rare Pokemon that I didn't initially do. I didn't really mess with the Pokewalker at first. I also just didn't understand it. Or properly pay attention to it. So, I also didn't read his thing either, but that's fine. I'm on the road to Viridian City. Alright, we're going to quickly visit the marts. We're going to grab some Pokeballs. So unfortunately, we don't get the bonus Premier Balls in this gen. Something I definitely miss. Actually, we don't really need to worry about buying them in 10 because we don't get the Premier Ball, as I just said. It's a force of habit. I'm glad they changed it. I think it was from Let's Go that they just gave you how many Premier Balls for every 10 rather than like worrying about you buying them in slots of 10 because it was such a weird choice that if you bought more than 10 or more, you'd get Premier Balls. So I used to just buy in sets of 10 so I could get the extra Pokeball for free. Also, this is the first ever time the female character is used in this generation for Kanto. And it's sparked a lot of discussion as to what her name is, because there was a female character in the manga who used the third starter of Blastoise, and she was called Blue in Western audience, in Japan, but Green in this version. And that was a whole issue to do with the fact that in Japan, it was Pokemon Red and Green, and in the West, it was Pokemon Red and Blue. So they called Green Blue, and then realized that they had to call Blue Green to balance it back out in the manga. So a lot of people call her Green because eventually she did don the Fire Red and Leaf Green outfit. However, we also have the one in Let's Go, who basically looks the same, and that is called Green. But then we have her called Leaf in Pokemon Masters. And a lot of people, I think the instruction guide on the back of this game referred to her as Leaf as well. So we're not actually sure what her name is. It's Green or Leaf. But a lot of people keep saying they're two different characters. Some people say they're the same character. It's kind of hard to keep up nowadays. All because of one, like, translation issue. Getting a lot of mankeys. Oh, lovely. Look at that now, Bane. I'm gonna be encountering here until we get Spearow. See, one thing I love about the Kanto games is that when I put them in the box, I don't need to worry about reorganizing it in the post game because Kanto Pokemon are all in order from the get-go. I know it's a 10% encounter, but seriously, come on. This is one of those issues where a past Pokemon on a different route has caused issues for a Pokemon on this route, because this is the earliest you can get Spearow. So having it be a lower chance encounter in favor of a Pokemon on a previous route being like a really high encounter is just a bit annoying. What do we think we're going to find first? Spearow or a shiny? It's 10%, so it should be 1 out of 10 that we find. But high level Mankey, actually. Also, if you're a new player to Pokemon, and you're struggling, which some people do, I highly recommend picking up Spearow instead of Pidgey. While it evolves slightly later, I believe it evolves at 20, whereas Pidgey evolves at 18. Spearow's fully evolved when it evolves. And it also actually starts with a flying type move. And it's just generally better with its learn set. And I think it has better stats too. Vine Whip. Come on, give us Spearow. Nope. Also, this is a thing I didn't know you could do for many years. You can press, well, on the console, it's going to be Y. It's probably select on the GBA to move your moves around in this menu. Something I wish they would bring back in now that it's all on the same screen again. Oh, come on. I just realised I need to VIP you, Rob. There we go. You should have a VIP badge now. I also need to stop slouching because I'm all the way down there. See, this is where that lower special attack is coming to hurt us. Also, interestingly, Bulbasaur doesn't learn like any physical, like fighting poison moves during its level up. I'm pretty sure anyway. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly confident in that. I know it learns like poison powder, but it does not learn actually. Yeah, no, it doesn't. In fact, poison powder is the only poison type move it learns. Which is insane because I think it should learn Sludge Bomb via level up. It might even get that in later gens. Let me actually have a look. In Gen 9, do you learn it? You do. You get Sludge Wave in ZA. Oh no. That in ZA is the... What? In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the only poison move you still learn is Poison Powder by level up. Insane. You're joking. Surely not. Surely not. That's diabolical. I thought it was just in the early gens, but no. Bulbasaur flat out does not learn any poison fighting moves except in Legends EA where it learns Sludge Wave. That's actually kind of just insane. I felt like that should have been like fixed a while ago, because it's the fact that it's not even like it's learning other poison type moves either. It's only learning poison powder. Let me have a look at poison type moves. I mean, Sludge Wave is a good move for it to learn, but what move? Acid it could learn. I think Poison Gas, maybe Poison Gas. But Sludge Bomb, I definitely think it should learn. Sludge as well. There's not actually that many Poison type moves. There's actually kind of only a few. Surely there's more than that. Oh my, oh no, Cerebi's actually kind of outdated. Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave, it should learn. Oh, hit the wrong button. Oh no. Poison Gas, I could argue it learning. I mean, I know it learns Poison Powder, but yeah. It can learn Venoshock from TM. I think just give my guy some more poison moves. Make use of that dual typing. Belch could even be quite good. It's a frog. Belch, yeah, Belch could work. Gunk Shot, yeah, give it a solid. I'd say Acid Armor as well. What does it learn via breeding? I think that's quite important because it has some good egg moves. I mean, I'm still quite shocked. What can it learn as an egg move? I mean, it has a lot of TM learn. Actually, no, it has quite a few TMs. In this gen, anyway. Move tutor attacks. Quite low as well. Egg moves. Grass Whistle. Okay, Grass Whistle is kind of cool. It doesn't learn Petal Dance. Oh, no, it does. But it doesn't learn it by level up. Insane. Actually. Oh, I'm also looking at Bulbasaur, not Venusaur, though, to be fair. But not that that's much different. It can learn Fury Cutter. I did not know that. Wow, okay. What is going on with this Spearow? Nope, I want to move you there. I'm going to be so over-leveled by the time we find this fucking Spearow. %10 encounter, by the way. There we go. I'm going to have to Leech Seed because I think I've over-leveled. I mean, I could go into, like, Rattata or something. Yeah. Just to weaken it. It's fine, you can lower our attack. I'll get you to the yellow. Nice. And then we're going to just throw a ball. And we can be done with this route. Bum, 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 bum. Spearow. It busily flits around here and there. Even if it is frail, it can be a tough foe that uses Mirror Move. Nice. Okay. Out of interest, are you going to let me do... No, but I could actually use the let's go one in this instance. Okay, so we do have Pidgey, we have Tata. Ah, that's immediately done that wrong. Why have they done them up here this time? I don't know. I was trying to do a Dex tracker, but it's not going to work because they don't actually have an up-to-date version. Just kind of wanted to know what the numbered were. I mean, I could... Yeah, I suppose I could click on my Pokemon Home Dex, and it's the same order. Kanto. I'm going to start from box 2, just because... Okay, I have to convince myself that I'm not playing a Switch game now. Because I'm going to use my right and left bumpers a lot, I imagine. You're not even in this box. Yeah, you're like all the way down there. Because you're 56. There we go. And we're going to go back to box 1. So if we have a full party and catch any Pokemon, they go into box 1. Alright. Oh, we need to do the rival battle as well. I nearly forgot about that. I didn't heal, did I? Oh, I did. I did. Good me. Bum, bada bum. Hey, you're off to the Pokemon League. Forget about it. You probably don't have any badges, do you? The guard won't let you through without them. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Oh, they got... He got pretty strong. Two levels higher. Oh, okay. Get a Leech Seed. Because you can actually take more hits than I thought. And you're going to Sand Attack me as well. Don't need to hit you when I can just drain your health slowly. Oh! Get in there, Nettlebane. I think Charmander's a lower level, is it not? No, it's the same level. He does have Ember here. So we can do a lot of damage, but we should be fine. I think he's like coded to like almost not go for it. This is where our attacks are going to miss from that one Sand Attack. Because Tackle is actually 95% accurate. So it hits us a lot harder than you'd think. Also, the damage he does is exactly how much we heal, which is actually insane. We got a crit hit again. Nettlebane is the critical master. It's fine. Yeah, no, we unless he goes for Ember, we literally cannot lose. I mean, not that we're gonna in this position, but Scratch was never gonna cut it. Nettlbane's level 12. There's always part of me that's like tempted to not evolve Bulbasaur, and I'm probably gonna do that for like a different playthrough, but I heard the Pokemon League is crawling with tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. Well, we don't need to go through there now. So we're going to quickly heal. We're going to head into Viridian Forest. Bum, bum. We've healed your Pokemon to full health. Hope to see you again. I go shopping in Pewter City occasionally. I have to take the winding trail in Viridian Forest when I go. Oh, we didn't go to this house before, we just realised. My daddy loves Pokemon too. Speary. Tweet. Clever nicknames is fun, just not the easiest to do. Clever nicknames are nice, but simple names are easier to remember. I don't know. I mean, Brute Root's quite simple. I do love Brute Root. Well, now I've had my coffee, and that's what I need to get going. Where's this red box you have? Ah, so you're working on your Pokedex. Then let me give you a word of advice. Whenever you catch a Pokemon, the Pokedex automatically updates its data. You don't know how to catch a Pokemon. I suppose I better show you then. I mean, I've caught loads of Pokemon, but sure. So infamously in Red and Blue, there was a glitch where you can reuse this tutorial no matter where you are in the game. It's optional. You speak to him to view it. You could duplicate items and via Missing Node by using this tutorial, flying to Cinnabar and surfing up and down the right strip of Cinnabar Island. You'd encounter a Missing Node, and I think it was the items in your 7th slot would maximize beyond like 99. So if you're struggling to level up in Gen 1, it's a very simple way to do it. But I typically only do it to level caps. So teach about the basics of being a Pokemon trainer. So he gave us basically something called a Teach TV, and I actually kind of love this. It's got someone called Primo in this. You have awoken. Hi Kai, how you doing? What do you think of the Pokemon Presents? So this is a character who was featured in another game. He debuted in Generation... Oh, no, he didn't debut in Gen 2. He debuted here, but then is featured in the Gen 2 remakes. The Teach TV features Primo. Hey, all you trainers out there. Hello, trainers. Come on, let me hear you. Hello, trainers. It's me, the Poké Dude. Today, the Poké Dude's going to show you how to catch Pokemon. Just imagine, a groovy Pokemon suddenly appearing in the wild. Oh, you want it? You can't help it. Oh, you have to catch it. You gotta have it. Let me show you. You can make it happen. Alright, here goes. I actually don't know where this is. I don't even think it's in the game. Keep your eyes glued to the Super Poké Dude show. But Primo appears in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And he gives you 3 eggs and a bunch of other stuff for Mareep, Weepert, and Slugma. When you're trying to catch Pokemon, don't throw any Pokeballs right away. First off, you need to weaken it by reducing its HP. Okay, that should be good enough. But if it's possible, it would be best if the target has a status problem. For instance, it would be easy to catch if you're asleep or paralyzed. I thought it was really good. I'm super excited. This will make the Pokemon a lot easier to catch. Oh yes, if you have paralyzed the Pokemon, you can't make it fall asleep on top of paralysis. In other words, you can't double up stats problems, okay? Okay, let me throw my Pokeball. Interesting that he has a nest ball. Jigglypuff was caught. Before we throw a Pokeball, consider the conditions and the type of Pokemon and pick the kind of ball that would work best. If your first Pokeball fails to catch the Pokemon, don't give up. Keep throwing Pokeballs. It's bound to work sometime. Alrighty, be seeing you. Remember trainers, a good deed a day brings happiness to stay. I think he uses Butterfree, Poliwag, and another Pokemon throughout those. But yeah, it's a fun little detail. Route 2. So Route 2, kind of pointless. I think... You might be able to catch Caterpie on here. Alright, otherwise I think it's just... Pidgey and Rattata. But we're going to be able to get that and many more in Viridian Forest. Rattata may be small, but don't underestimate its wicked bite. Have you caught one already? Are you going to Viridian Forest? It's a natural maze in there. Be careful you don't get lost. So, fun fact. I came here from friends to catch some bug Pokemon. They're all itching to get... I didn't read the rest of that. There is a hidden item here somewhere. Or maybe there isn't anymore. There is in Gen 1. I know that. Here's Caterpie. This is a bug type Pokemon, so we, at very low levels, should just be able to throw a normal Pokeball at it and catch it. Or not. Might have to hit him with probably a Vine Whip. I know it has stab, but it's not very effective, so just because we don't want to kill the Caterpie. Never mind. Metal Bane, the crit hitter, is going to cause that. There should be a potion on here. I vividly remember that. There it is. Okay, it's just a different position because it takes up more tiles. There is an antidote, not a potion. I was calling it the wrong thing. Alright. Let's try Vine Whip you and see if you survive. Also, I think Vine Whip ends up getting more PP in later games because 10 is incredibly low. Did I miss something with Caterpie's catch rate? I felt like this should have been an easy catch. There we go. Not even the hardest Pokemon to catch in this forest. I didn't read his Pokedex entry, that's fine. Okay, I gotta remember that there is gonna be different item positions than in Let's Go. So Weedle was actually the, I believe the only Pokemon that learned a bug move in Generation 1. That was a actual attack. Let's just throw a ball at you and hope for the best. Which was Twin Needle. And that was the only thing Psychic was weak to. I don't think there was any other bug moves, to my knowledge. I know String Shot's counted as a bug move, but... Oh, no, it learned Pin Missile as well. I think actually a couple Pokemon knew Pin Missile. Actually, in Gen 1, it was only Jolteon. So actually, Jolteon might have been a good choice for that gym. Though I didn't learn Pin Missile till 48. Whereas... Beedrill learned it at 30. I've been found in forests and grassland. It has a sharp, toxic barb around 2 inches at the top of its head. I do like a lot of the sprites in this game. Especially Weedles. Weedles is one that just sticks out to me. It's quite cute. A little cutie. We don't need another one. I should have really just knocked him out, but that's fine. We've got plenty of trainers in here. Found a Pokeball. I think you can catch Caterpie or Metapod or Kakuna, depending on the version, or maybe both. Oh, no, you get... Yeah, it's higher chance, though. So we have a 10% to get Kakuna and a 5 for Metapod. And then, of course, the infamously... I'm sure I was spamming while looking at something else. Little old Pikachu. I'm sure it's my game captured too high up. Oh, no. It's just that the border's a little bit more cut off on the board. The Budum. I would not mind my first shiny in this generation to be a Cappy. Battlefree has a very nice shiny. Even if I did just recently get one in Let's Go for my shiny one. I don't know if Kiwi's being picked up. I think she's raging at Overwatch. Bum, 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 bum. I was throwing Pokeballs to catch Pokemon and I ran out. That's why you can never have too many Pokeballs. Speaking of, there we go, Metapod. I'm going to catch this because I want to do a living dex. And I'm doing this on the off chance that... that might have been... Oh, actually, no. He takes that. On the off chance that there's a reward for completing the dex in home. Because there have been for the other games. So we are going to catch you. And we'll come back later for like all the evolution stuff. Right now, we're not going to worry. I'm assuming, though... Okay. Be like that. I'm assuming I'm going to count the Kanto Pokemon and not like a full national dex from this version. Simply because we can't get all of them. Because things like Espeon and Umbreon aren't possible because there's no clock in the game. You can only do that in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Even though it's encased in a sturdy shell, the body inside is tender. It can't withstand a harsh attack. A Potion? Now, I'm going to be walking around the grass specifically because obviously we want to find a Kakuna and a Pikachu for our decks. Ideally 2 Pikachu. But I can always get one at the power plant later on. Hey, you have any Pokemon? Come on, let's battle them. Bum, bum, ba bum, bum. We also don't have to worry about being weak to the poison type attacks because we're part poison, so we're neutral, and we also can't get poisoned because we're poison. So again, Bulbasaur pops off in Viridian Forest, even if it can't use its stronger attack. Tackle is fine to get through. These are just bug types after all. Just realized I do need to edit one of my tags. Just because. Because I have PNG too, but even though I'm not, I should probably remove that. Also, trainer Pokemon give more XP than wild Pokemon, so it's always worth battling trainers. I will always fight every trainer I see, because you can never have enough XPs. Yo, you can't just, you can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. I can jam out my Pokemon. DJ Bulbasaur, spin that record. Something I also love that I think was an anime original is that Bulbasaur's vines from Vine Whip came from behind, like, his little bulb. But it's since become canon. Like, they're on his model when he uses attacks in most games. Same with Chikorita. Though I don't know if Chikorita does it in the games, but she had a similar thing. But it's an interesting little design choice on how they managed to get things to work. We're level 13. May need a potion soon. But I try and put it off as long as possible. Dum, bum, bum. Okay, he's going to spam Harden, so actually it might be worth Leech Seeding. Yeah, let's do that, because we might as well get some health back. And we don't have to use the potion at all. So I think it's quite clear that in a lot of Pokemon games, they just use the learn set of that Pokemon and call it a day. Because Kakuna's only move that it has in its like list of learned moves is Harden. Even though it should know Tackle from being a Weedle. But they don't do that. I just hit that twice for some reason. I wonder if actually you can do this with one hand. No, you can't. They should have added it to be able to play with one hand. There's no reason like I shouldn't be able to use my right joystick. It's fine, take as long as you want. We're gonna sap that health from you. And this will always do like a set amount of damage. So there we go. I could also actually double check the stats now that you're a bit higher level. They should be a little bit more readable on what exactly you have. So let's double check. So your attack is 18, 22, 21, 22, and 18. Let's calculate that. So we haven't got a perfect IV, unfortunately. Yeah, it's... I mean, our defense is definitely high, but our special attack is also quite high, actually, in our IVs, despite having a minus nature, so that's actually not too bad. It's kind of worked out for the better. And our speed's quite good. It is our special defense and our physical attack and our HP that are actually really low, unfortunately. But again, we are playing a normal playthrough of this game, so it's not going to be the most difficult thing in the world. I'm pretty sure there's a train around the top here. Yeah. Dun, 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 ba, ba, ba. Oh, excuse me, I should yawn. It's been a long day. I actually want to check which is... if there's any reason we should hold off evolving Bulbasaur for moves. Gets Razor Leaf at 20 versus 22. Not too bad. Solar Beam at 46. Versus Venusaur, which is 65. Yeah, it could be worth holding off Evos for a while. Again, it's Kanto. There's no real reason we need to evolve straight away. So I think that's what we'll do. hold off Evos for as long as possible. Will I need to do a lot of B mashing? Yes. Bum, 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 bum. Now, I am being a bit cautious with my power points here, so I'm not going to fight the wild Pokemon. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Did you know that Pokemon evolve? What? Being how we were just talking about that. We're going to use you for a free healing session. I'm going to give us some lovely HP back. Oh, I didn't mean to use Leech Seed again. It's fine. I could use Vine Whip here, actually, since it is special attack rather than physical attack. And that would bypass his Harden. Even if it does less. But it technically do more. In a weird way. Especially with stab included. Caterpie. But we are getting quite low on the old PP. I was actually going to use Vine Whip there, but that's fine. We've already had a load of critical hits. That's insane. Metapod. Alright, we're going to do Leech Seed again, because we can get some easy HP here. Not that I'm overly worried about my health, but might as well, when in Rome. And that did a lot. Also, for anyone who struggles to remember the type specialities, like which one's physical and which one's special, because some do not make sense. It is the evolutions, the evolutions, I struggle to say evolutions, plus dragon. They are all special. Everything else is physical. I think we're going to have to come back in here to hunt for Pikachu. If we don't get Kakuna, that's not the end of the world. But Pikachu we will need. Bum, bum. Out of interest, does Pikachu have the Light Ball in this gen? Is that how you get it from Wild Pikachu? It is 5% chance. Wait, no, that's gen... yeah, no, it is the same. 50% chance of an Oran Berry, 5% chance of a Light Ball. Hey, what's up? What's the hurry? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Ow. The Pokemon's there. It's there in front of you. Not me. There. How many times do we have to go over this? Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm just looking at... I'm sorry. I'm also looking at the screenshots for Wind and Waves. They look phenomenal. I'm very excited for the game. I did think it was going to be this year, I'll be honest. But 2027 is not awful, but it'll probably be November 2027, so it is a long wait. Hopefully we get enough other Pokemon content to fill the void. Poison powder. Ooh. No, I didn't need to know that. No, yeah, actually, no, let's use it. Sleep powder's helpful, and I'm torn about learning it. Yeah, Bulbasaur is our only catching Pokemon at the moment, so I think we'll forget its only poison-type move. Because it will help with catching Pokemon. We don't need the extra damage, we've got Leech Seed, and if we really want, we could sleep them, then Leech Seed them. Alright, let's go heal, and then we'll come back and see if we can find Pikachu. Have you noticed the skinny trees on the roadside? They can be cut down by a special move. Many Pokemon live in forests and caves. You need to be persistent and look everywhere to get different kinds. Do you know the evolution cancel technique? When a Pokemon is evolving, you can start the process. It's a technique for raising Pokemon the way they are. Not going to tell me how. I know it's B, but, you know, holding secrets. There aren't many serious Pokemon trainers here. They're all like bug catchers, you know, like hobbyists. Rasheen, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub gifted. Thank you. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, you cutie. Welcome to Pokemon Center. Would you like me to heal your Pokemon back to perfect health? I'm going to quickly go grab a drink, though, because I'm thirsty from all this yapping. We're going to save, because we actually haven't showed, and I don't want to do a fucking restart. So bear with us one moment. I'm going to quick... That was really... I know it's because it's the Switch, but that was so quick. I wasn't ready for it. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to go get myself a drink. And we back. Sorry, I went and grabbed a nice glass of water and a Pepsicus Maxicus. So... Yawn. When Jigglypuff sings, Pokemon get drowsy. Me too. That's done in the melody of its anime crier, which is Jigglypuff. What? Team Rocket is at Mad Moon, huh? I'm on the phone. Scram! I really want a Pikachu, so I'm trading my Clefairy for one. I'm trading Pokemon that kid there. I had 2 Pikachu, so I figured I might as well trade one. Hi, glad to meet you. That's very unfriendly of you. How about saying hi back? So come on, tell me about yourself. I'd love to hear your profile. Tell me something good about your profile yourself. I don't think I've ever done this. What's your profile? I am a Pokemon friend. I don't think I'm gonna mess with that. You're fickle, aren't you? Okay. I just didn't want to spend ages working on that system. Alright, we're gonna go back and try and catch Pikachu. Because I want to see if we can get Pikachu. In fact, I might even actually come back again in a second. I might go do something else and come back. Because we can get running shoes after the first gym, and it might be a little bit easier to do it that way. Also, speaking of the, like, sorry, because I've seen the comment again. Speaking of, like, the Vaporeon copy pasta, I like, Vaporeon was one of the Pokemon I did like. Not, like, a lot, but, like, it was, you know, I enjoyed it. And now I'm just like, you know? Sorry, I want to go around and speak to everyone because you never know what items you could get. In fact, I could open Cerebi and check. Okay, you can... Okay, there's literally no reason to speak to anyone. They don't give you anything. Never mind. Never mind. I do miss being able to barge into people's houses, though it looks like it's returning. It looks like it's returning by the looks of it in... thingy. Also, I think... You might need to use the item finder for it, but I'm fairly certain there is an item in this section here. Bam. That's some fucking nerd shit, knowing where invisible items are in Pokemon. Hiya, did you want to dream big? Do you dare to dream of becoming the Pokemon champ? I'm no trainer, but I can advise you on how to win. Let me take you to the top. Alright, let's get happening. The first Pokemon out in the match is on the left of the Pokemon list. Wait. We talked about my party. Right. Also, if you check these. Winning trainers, blue. Bum, 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 bum. This should one hit. Yep. It's going to be a very quick and easy gym. It's interesting because I think arguably he would have worked better as a ground type gym leader because there are a lot more ground type Pokemon that are early and easy to fight than there are rock Pokemon. Because we have what? Geodude, Onix, and Rhyhorn. I think those are the only... and then the fossils, which they aren't going to show off. Because they're both water type, or Aerodactyl's way too tough, and they're not going to give Charmander even more of a rough time. Alright, so you're here. I'm Brock. I'm the Pewter's gym leader. My rock-hard willpower is evident even in my Pokemon. My Pokemon are all rock-hard and have true grit determination. That's right, my Pokemon are all the rock type. Huh. You're going to challenge me knowing that you'll lose? That's the trainer's honor that compels you to challenge me. Fine then, show me your best. Bum bum. One hit. Flung that Geodude out the door. I do love the music in this game though. Are we also going to one hit Onix? Oh, it outsped us. Interesting. I suppose we do have low speed IVs. And we did one-shot it as well. Nettlebane is way too powerful. Nettlebane is going to try and evolve, but we're going to hold it off for a bit. So we can get more moves earlier on. You received the Boulder Badge from Brock. Having the Boulder Badge makes your Pokemon more powerful. It also enables the use of Move Flash outside battle. Of course, the Pokemon must know the Move Flash to use it. So fun fact about that. I'm pretty sure it's Brock and Giovanni that are the only two characters that give you the badge in the battle, whereas the other ones give it to you outside of battle. Nettlebane stopped evolving. Wait, take this with you. A Techno Machine contains a technique for Pokemon. Using TMs teaches the move it contains to a Pokemon. The TM is good for only one use, so when you use it, when you use one, pick the Pokemon carefully. Anyways, TM39 contains Rock Tomb. It holds boulders at the foe and lowers its speed. There we go. That's how quick and easy we got to do Brock. Alright, we're going to go past the age, just get the ability to run, and then we're going to run back and try and find a Pikachu. Hey Spirit, happy Pokemon Day. Are you excited for everything? Have you seen the Direct? I'm glad I caught up to you. I'm Professor X's aide. I've been asked to deliver this, so here you go. There you go. Now let's go try and find a Pikachu. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. There's a letter attached. Dear Joanna, here is a pair of running shoes for my beloved challenger. Remember, I'll always cheer for you. Don't ever give up. From Mum. Ba, 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 ba. Making Eevee waffles to celebrate? Oh, you have to send pictures. That sounds amazing. I'm jealous. He has been never used it. Oh, such a valid reason. I was at work today and I was like, why am I here on this national holiday? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. You know, we're playing through Fire Red, mainly because I wanted version exclusives. But I did get both games, so I'll probably be playing through the other one at some point. We're going to fight these guys anyway. Free XP, you know. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, here's the question. We're going to find a shiny first or a Pikachu? Place your bets now. Because I thought we were going to find a shiny before Spearow earlier. Ah, Kakuna. I did want to catch one of these, actually. For the living decks. Just so it makes it a little bit easier. Nice. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, I forgot to read it. Clicked too fast. The screens load a lot faster than in on the Game Boy. How did you survive that? What on earth? There we go. This is probably one of my more favorite Pikachu sprites. And that's why I picked up Sleep Powder. Bum, 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 bum. Sleep and Freeze are actually better than Paralyze, Burn, and Poison for catching Pokemon. I think because it completely immobilizes the Pokemon. Nice. What are the odds it was holding an item? Actually, Pikachu should be 50-50 holding an item. Or is it actually only in thingy that it holds an item? I don't know why it's always... It's on a short therapy. No, it's only... You can't actually get a held item in this game. Damn. It has small electric sacs on both its cheeks. If threatened, it loses electric charge from those sacs. That's why I said it's loses rather than releases. Let's have a look at Pikachu. I'm a Pikachu enjoyer. Bold. I think Bold's like... Actually, that might be upping special attacks. I'm pretty sure Pikachu is technically a physical attacker. Anyway, we can leave now, and I'm going to go put these in the PC. Run, dun, dun. Have you picked up Fire Leaf Green at all, Spirit? I mean, I literally have my physical copies next to me as well, but I fucking love these games. I thought I hit run. Apparently I didn't. Run, dun, dun. Okay. You mean you go Pokemon Center? I do need to pick up some Pokeballs as well, because we've got a couple Pokemon we want to catch, and we always want to be stocked up. Let's move Pokemon. So... I actually kind of know the order of most of these. Just off the top. I've got it open, but like I don't need to look at it because the start of the Pokédex I actually know fairly well. It's actually these games that helps me memorize the entire Pokédex. I actually can't remember what your Pokédex number is. 25, yeah. Yes, you are bottom left. I couldn't remember if you were there or there. Oh, I need a heal. Especially for my PP. Heal my PP. Random sticky world. Feed me. Feed me, please. Feed me. Nom nom nom. Feed me. You're a what? I need to heal my PP. Can you stop throwing them? The Pokemon are right there. I just realized the text is getting cut off because my chat is way too high. I may end up moving the chat. Like, the person I commissioned to do these layers, I don't like where they put the chat thing. But they'd already finished it by the time I got it. Just because I think it takes up like too much space and it cuts off like text boxes which are at the bottom of the screen most times. So like the chat might as well just be on the game screen. I may make some changes. Oh, we missed. That one sand attack really hurt us. I forgot to buy Pokeballs and I might actually grab potions. For real? Be for real. Be for real? What's going on? What's going on? Melbane. Okay, let's do a Leech Seed if we can get one off. Because we're not getting enough damage out. And we're getting just like the third sand attack. Oh, beautiful. worked out for the best. Yeah, we're not going to be able to hit our tackles, but we'll keep it asleep and we'll drain its health slowly. Oh, you woke up? That's annoying. I think we're either breaking even or out-healing the damage. So the fact that we've missed all those tackles is actually insane. Okay, not if he uses Gust, it doesn't help that much. I need 2 damage, though. Insane. Might have to go heal just so I actually have tackles again. Ooh. Yeah, look how many we've used. God damn. Oh, so stopped evolving. Alright, well, I'm gonna go heal and also buy some items. Because that was a fucking infuriating battle. My god. Let's buy like 3 potions. Nope, I want Pokeballs as well, please. Alright. Let's lay down some tackles. Nailbane is getting a lot of crits. Has to be studied. Stands on business. Business. Another crit! I didn't even clock that at first. Jesus. Hitting the Bane and Nettlebane, jeez. Can't slow you down. Not properly. They can slow you down, but they can't stop you. That'd been bad. Nice. I like shorts. They're delightfully comfy and easy to wear. The only problem about Vine Whip is how few PP it has. Which makes it unfortunately quite annoying to use. Again. Which I suppose he is meant to be a bit of a stalling Pokemon. that chip damage. Level 18. We got Spam B again. Oh, we can actually pick Bullet Seed up here, which is actually quite helpful. Because I think it'll definitely be better than Vine Whip. What's Vine Whip's... Oh, what's Vine Whip's damage? 35. Yeah, Bullet Seed's better as long as it hits 4 times. But we're also gaining more power points in the process, so... This is also Bullet Seed buff. Because I ended up running Bullet Seed on my Torterra in BDSP. With the loaded dice. Because it was just so good. We've got a few Pokemon to fight here. Kakuna, get tackle off now. Might have to Vine Whip, yeah. Actually, it's not that good. I think the next one's going to be Maple. Oh, actually, no, it's not as good because you're Poison type as well. I might have to Vine Whip though because now it's going to do more damage than that. Yep. Crack open my Beppis as well. Metapod. Vine Whip should be better against you. In a perfect world, we get a high roll or a crit. Okay, we're not in a perfect world. Didn't need me to tell you that, though. Nice. I like you gave me. It's so intriguing. Rotala. Oh, nearly. Bum, bum. There they go, lowering my defenses. Level 19. God, we're gonna be so over leveled by the time we get to Misty. It's basically a Bulbasaur only run at the moment. I actually miss those videos. I don't see them anymore. Like solo, like I see my dry bread posting, but like solo runs where people used to like race each other, using their favorite Pokemon, but like, solo running it. And I'm gonna sleep powder you, just because you have Peck, and I'm playing it safe. I don't think there's any turn 1 sleep as well. Oh, you bastard. Turn 1 wake up anyway. That's what I meant to say. Get a little bit of HP back from you as well. Just because you're level 14. Oh, that's quite a fair bit of damage. We're going to sleep powder you again. Because I want to play it safe. I think we might kill you with tackle here anyway. Yep. Nice bit of juicy XP from that. Okay. I don't think we need a heal at the Pokemon Center again because there's actually like 2 more trainers in this route, so... Yeah, they've not got loads of Pokemon. Oh. And then we can start searching in the grass as well. Actually, what is on this route? Because I actually don't know. We could buy whip you. This is where the Nidos are available for us, yes. So it's just Nidoran male. Nidoran female is a 1% chance. Which is actually really fucking low, Jesus. You have Jigglypuff. Oh, and also Jigglypuff. I completely ignored the fact that Jigglypuff was there. I was just thinking about the trainer who had it rather than the wild Pokemon. We're gonna sleep powder you before you sing us. Oh, I have no Vine Wet PP. I'm out of Vine. I can't remember who mentioned this, but someone mentioned a very interesting idea about... God damn it. About how potentially PowerPoints could work. That's really annoying. Give PowerPoints less? Or have like an energy bar? And just make it reset once you exit battle. Because it's so easy for you to just like fly or travel to the Pokemon Center and it kind of just wastes time. I get it makes ethers and stuff redundant, but they could still be battle-worthy items. And it might even make them a bit more important for battles. Which I think is definitely an interesting idea. And I would not mind giving that a go. Phew, I better take a rest. Great. That tunnel... is there any items on this route? There's an Oranberry item finder. Yeah, I'm going to need to use the item finder for that. Because I am not going to know where that is off the top of my head. I'm not going to bother trying to catch Nidoran on this route. Not yet, anyway. Because fuck that shit, I'll be honest. We are going to buy the Magikarp for the Pokedex entry. I'm not using it, but I'm going to get it. You're like right at the end. You're like box 4 or some shit. 2, 3, 4. No, you're box 5. It's weird how late of an entry Magikarp is in the Pokedex. Because in like most other games, it's really early. You're technically box 6 and you're there. Nope, you're actually there. The patterns make it a little bit hard for me to see what slot I'm actually on. I wonder if they'll make Mew available. I'm assuming the reward in Pokemon Home for completing this is going to be Shiny Mew. That's my guess. Since there's very little ways to actually get it. So there's also a lot more common on this road. We could have held off until we got one here. I said we're going to be fighting for another 10% encounter. And 14% as well. Well, that's the 10% encounter we didn't want. Oh, I don't know. Bum, bum, bum. I feel like Pidgey's one of the Pokemon that looks a lot cooler in sprite form than it does in 3D. It looks a bit more bland in 3D than it does in sprite. Especially this model, it's Ruby and Sapphire one is definitely interesting because I can see that where Cerebi uses that one instead of the thingy for the trainer icons. It just kind of looks sassy in this, you know? A little bit more sass to it. God. Hope you're not sick of this music because it's gonna be happening a lot until we find the right Pokemon. It's giving us all the Spearows now. I know it's the highest encounter on this route, but it's taunting us from before. Oh, I guess we'll take one step. Aha! That is Jigglypuff, one of the ones we're looking for. If I do find another one of you, though, I will catch it and I'll keep it in my party because of Mount Moon. Okay, we're going to be like that, are we? I may need to Leech Seed you then. Just to get a little bit of chip damage. Ba-dum-bum. I don't know if there's anyone else, but I like catching all the Pokemon I can as early as possible. And then worrying about filling the rest in later. Because, like, I know I could catch, like, Nidoran later in the Safari Zone. But I could also just catch it here. And that feels more fun to me. So I'm not speedrunning and missing things. Very Sonic coded, that icon. There we go. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I need to add that to some of the random sound alerts. Might do that real quick. See what I can add. Just real quick like. And then you can see if you can redeem it and get it. Jigglypuff was caught. Very nice. Very, very nice. Jigglypuff's data was added to the Pokedex. It captivates foes with its huge round eyes, then lulls them to sleep by singing a soothing melody. Nope, not Pidgey. Add media. Did I add lizard to there already? No, yeah, it is in there. A lizard. wonder if we can add Ice Beam. No, 1 minute. Oh, that specified Pokemon. Oh, there's a whole list of them here. Damn. Let me find it. Ice Beam. No, I don't want Gen 1 one. Gen 3. You know the sound. Am I adding this? Yes. For no reason. Is it gonna download? Hello? Hello? No thanks. Okay, no, I can't also find the other thing. What a little distraction. That did not pay off. I mean, Spiro Purgatory. The pigeons and spatters are... That's my heels. Come on. Come on. Brother. Is Pidgey... How rare is... Okay, Pidgey is 30%, but like, come on. Just give me Nidoran. Give me Nidoran and we can be done. We can be done with this foolish shit. I do want to check actually something. How many Moonstones are in here? 1, 2. There are 2. That kind of sucks. I assume we can get more. Because you can't buy them. I do think the Stone Evos need to get more Pokemon. Oh, they're also held by Clefairy. Okay. But there is actually more than enough. There's only 4 Pokemon we need for it, and there's 2 in Mount Moon, there's 1 in Rocket Hideout, Joyful Game Corner, and Pokemon Mansion. Oh, we get that one as a reward, don't we? Nice. But damn, come on. It's a 14% chance. It's not like, like, the rarest thing in the world. Are you joking? I mean, I'm not going to complain, but we found the 1% Nidoran female before we found Nidoran male. Who does not want to go to sleep? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Might as well get in the bowl. Pokeball. Okay. That's fine, I guess. I wanted to spend more Pokeballs. Are you taking the piss? Just go in. And stay in. Thank you. Those small, it must be treated with caution because of its powerful toxic barbs. The female has smaller horns. Bum, ba, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god. It's challenging me. Part of me is tempted to like just farm to level 20. Since I might as well. I might as well do it. Might as well get XP out of this if I'm going to do anything. I do like the Nidoran line. They're both pretty cool. Sparrow, we are going to start beefing. Because I know I said I was going to fight him, but I'm just, I'm getting annoyed. Give me Nidoran. Nidoran male. I appreciate the 1% Nidoran female you gave me, but just give me Nidoran male. Take the XP. Our sacrifice will be enjoyed. Look, it will sate me. And I may actually go back to the Pokemon Center and grab more Pokeballs in case. Pokemon elude me. They don't want to be with me. They hate me. Oh my god. That's another 10% encounter. Level 20. Razor Leaf. Actually, we won't be learning Bullet Seed because we're going to be learning Razor Leaf. It's so much better. High crit ratio. Not that fucking Nettlebane needs it. God damn. Oh, do we evolve now is the question. Is there literally anything worth me holding off on evolving at this point? Solar Beam's not until 46. We get Sweet Scent Growth and Synthesis. I might as well let him evolve. Because I think that's going to be as good as we can get. We get Giga Drain via TM. Yeah. Let's do it. You okay? Why are you peering around the corner at me like that? I'm streaming Pokemon. Not right now. I'd have one, but I can't go get one. I do already miss the Bulbasaur sprite. I'll be so honest with you. I feel like we're having a giggle. Surely not. We're one-shotting everything now. And we got that massive boost in power. Alright. You win. You win, Nidoran. You win. You've defeated me emotionally. I'm going to run back. I'm going to go buy Pokeballs. Just in case. I should never be too safe. Now that we've robbed... Oh, we did not get as much money as I thought. I suppose we did buy a 500 Poké-Dollar Magikarp. I suppose that is true. However, in the cave there are a bunch of mushrooms that sell for a decent price. Ba-da-bum. Bum, ba-da-bum. Bum, ba-da-bum. Thank you for waiting. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. Hope to see you again. So, with that, I'm going to wrap up stream there. I may stream again tomorrow and continue our adventure. I do need to get some D&D notes done tomorrow. It is so surreal coming out of that and seeing the Switch menu. Crazy. Yeah, I may stream some more tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to wrap it up there because I'll be honest, I kind of want to play Overwatch for my friends. It calls to me like the Green Goblin mask as much as I fucking... Ooh, shit, just whack my mic everywhere. As much as I love Pokemon, I want to play some Overwatch with my friends. But yeah, I will potentially be live tomorrow. I've not got a real set schedule at the moment. But yes, I'm going to love you and leave you for now. Let's see who we can raid. Who's live that we know? Excuse me, got the hiccups. Could raid. We could raid into Small Grape. They've been streaming for a little bit. Yeah, so we have 2 raid messages. If you're just wanting to join the raid, use that one. If you're a subscriber, you can use this one. Yeah, I'll potentially be live tomorrow. But until then, I'm going to love you and leave you. And take care. And I will see you next time. Let's not get a really sad music. This will work. This is on brand. All right. Bye-bye.